So today we're going to go for a bit of a muzzleloader hunt here in Classic, and I brought both the inline muzzleloader and the cap lock, because I just think that could be fun. I don't know that I've ever done a video where I've used both muzzleloaders, but the thing that inspired this is Classic released a bit of a teaser for two new models they're going to have in the game, I think in 2020. One of them was turkeys, which I'm actually really excited for, and the other was a new waterfowl blind, which is a lot more realistic than what we have now in the game, so that's pretty cool. But, for things that, you know, people want added to Call of the Wild, turkeys are really high on the list. That's talked about all the time. And I happen to really want muzzleloaders. I think that would be a cool addition as well. So I thought we'd do a muzzleloader hunt. Get to kind of see how they are here in Classic, and you just figure a game that's 10 years newer, what they could do with it. I think it could be really, really cool. So I was kind of hoping there'd be a buck with these, because they do travel in herds. Blacktail will often have a couple of does and bucks, but I was pretty much planning on taking an animal from here and then fast traveling anyways, so it's not going to be too big a deal to actually, you know, fire a shot and spook everything. So if one would stop, that would be nice. Maybe we can just go for this one since it's out front. But that's the thing, like, it's so cool to have the smoke effect and that you don't actually know what happened. I believe I can see her laying on the shore there, but I am going to try to make a point of reloading these things, because every time I do a video hunting with muzzleloaders, I try to put the muzzleloader away to, like, get out the hunter mate or whatever, and I always forget to reload, and then I spook something later in the video. So let's get that done, and I'm actually completely sure she's there now, so we'll go and get her and then head somewhere else. So a 70-meter lung shot's not too bad. Pretty decent muzzleloader shot, even though I did have a bit of a scope, and I think we are going to... I want to go to elk territory, but I'm half afraid we're going to end up with a cow. We'll see if anything's going to call here. There we go. All right. So I want to try to get like a mix of big game and small game, because the inline muzzleloader allows for 45 and 50 caliber bullets, and I've loaded it with 50 caliber. So my goal is to have the inline for like large game being elk and moose and bear, I guess, and then the cap lock for the deer species. Ooh, maybe next time I'll hold my excitement until I know if it's gonna be a big male or not, but it's a bull, so I guess it's an improvement on what we just shot. So the nice thing, the inline actually has a good scope, and I think we can probably just get a shot in there. Could actually see the outline of that. He went down. But yeah, just imagine like what modern graphics, I guess, at this point could do with the smoke effects and everything. I think it could be really, really fun. And they're enjoyable to hunt with. I don't know whether it's the fact that you are handicapped at least a little bit. You know, they're not going to be as effective as the bigger rifles and stuff, but I just really enjoy it. But man, it doesn't matter what you're using if you get them in the heart. That works pretty good. So 161's not the best score, but we'll take that. And I think I want to... I might... just to do something different, I'm going to go this way and kind of follow the river down a little bit, just to see if that works out for us. Alright. I'm actually... he must have been just out of render when we shot the last one, or maybe he was out of render and walked, like, in the direction we just came from, but I'm quite happy to hear that. There's actually a not too bad one in there too, 300 to 350, but he is stuck between trees, so if he's not going to get unstuck, we're probably going to go for a heart shot, because these other ones are getting close, and I got to keep it a little left, I think. Nice. Alright, just had to make sure we didn't, like, get caught on the hitbox of that tree, and I know I just did it. Oh, hold on. There was more here than I thought. I was assuming it was just the three. I definitely saw a fourth one run, but I know I just put the muzzleloader away without reloading. I'm gonna, well, probably gonna take a trophy shot, so I'm sure I'll forget, but I'm intending to remember right after I do that. But yeah, that worked out really good. So yeah, 309 on him. Really high weight. He would have been a max weight track, and another heart shot. Muzzleloader's doing pretty good. I think we'll go with that. And the first thing I'm going to do is reload this. How are we getting this lucky with bull elk? If I were only gonna hunt elk, I probably wouldn't find this many in, like, what are we, 25 minutes in, and we spent the first 5 to 10 over in that other area? Ooh, is it another... Well, if I could stop doing that. Now, that was the same one bugling twice, so fair chance this guy is small. Yeah, although it's actually bigger than the one we started with. And apparently he's not going to see me, so we'll just wait till he maybe clears that tree and just go for that. Nice, and I'm going to do it again and hopefully remember to reload, but I mean, yeah, running into 3 separate, like, I'm not going to say herds because 2 of them were solos, but 3 separate, I guess, spawns of elk in that short of a time span is pretty decent. And we're not even, like, I can't even fast travel yet. I'm pretty much ready to look for other species. I didn't expect to be doing that well, to be honest. But finally, another reason to actually use the cap lock again, and this is one of those ones. He's max weight, so if I had hit his track, I'd have probably spent, you know, who knows how long trailing him around, and he's not that big. Just like an average 120. We've actually been really doing well shooting so far. I mean, it's not that these muzzleloaders are underpowered, but I've been quite happy to see everything drop. And that was even double lung liver. You don't see a lot of these score under 100. I was guessing he'd be a little bigger. I guess he's just an 8-point. It's kind of rare, I guess, but we should be pretty good to fast travel again, or at least close to it. I kind of want to go here. Gotta wait 0 minutes. I think we'll do that once the timer ticks over. Now that's a little better. He's probably still maybe low 150s, but there's actually 2 bucks, and I loaded the 45s in the inline just on the off chance we can get a second shot at him. Because if we can get both, that would be cool. But we're definitely taking that one. And if I can see through the smoke... Okay, he got through the open area a little quicker than I thought he might. I may just wait to see if he trots then, because he's not that big. I'm not super worried about getting him. And it looks like he's just gonna go do his own thing, and that is fine with me, because we got the better one. So hopefully he makes 150, just, you know, get the best we kind of can out of him. 145 is not too bad, though. There are just animals everywhere down here, but that's actually a different buck. That's not the one we just watched run off, but he's pretty much the same size. And can we just continue our streak of drop and everything? Not too bad. So there were 2 moose down here, 2 bull moose. They're not that big, but we've done pretty well. We've got like a decent whitetail. We got a decent elk. And I did want to do a little bit of muzzleloader hunting moose. I'm not sure I'm going to bother staying here for either of the ones I saw, but I do want to pretty much stay in moose and whitetail territory. That's a pretty nice buck. He is spooked. I think... Oh, didn't mean to run. I think we're going to make a little bit of a change of plans here. We're going to load the 45s in the inline, because it just has a lot more range, and because he's spooked, like, calling him in would be a bit of a pain, and I'd rather just get him down and actually go and shoot a moose or 2. So we'll get out here where we can see. I can't tell. It almost looks like he can see me, which, because he's kind of alert, wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I think I saw him snap back to that animation, so I believe he was looking at me. And that's the first one we didn't drop, but I think that's going to be hopefully a lung hit. I didn't see him come up past that bit of the rise there, so I bet he probably went down. So he actually didn't have as high a score estimate as I thought. I think it was max of like 160. He's still going to be bigger than the other one we shot, but I did think he was probably a little bigger than he apparently is. So yeah, just 156. I thought he had like a lot more full frame. Honestly, looking at that, I'd still tell you he's over 160, but either way, not a bad buck. So there's a bull moose. He's not very impressive. He might actually be smaller than both of the ones back at the other spot, but I just fast traveled here, so if we can get him and then maybe hunt around for a bit, try to get a, you know, at least slightly better one, which shouldn't be that difficult. Probably that would be pretty good for the video. Now, if he could kindly stop. At this point, I could use a slingshot. But it's kind of like extra satisfying dropping like the bigger animals with the muzzleloader. Although, again, less of a big deal when it's like, what, 30 meters away or something? 31.2, heart, stomach. So we actually shot right between the lungs then as well. Not too bad. Well, I guess that's an improvement. That's not exactly what I was hoping when I picked up a max weight moose track, but it is better than the one we just shot. Now, he's spooked, so I'm hoping that he'll either turn a little more broadside, which it looks like he is doing. It'd be nice if he would stop for me, but I think we'll take what we can get. Or will we? Is he going to stop as well? Okay, let's see if we can tuck that into the heart. Definitely not heart. I can't quite see where it hit him. Might actually be a good idea to reload. I couldn't really see where I was aiming, but I thought I was... Oh, alright. Thought I was pretty good, and then he tipped over right when I did that. So that was just single lung, whatever happened, whether we couldn't reach the other lung or maybe I was just too low for it. And he's only 128, so that's hardly an upgrade, but we did do pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the amount of decent kills we got, especially for a muzzleloader hunt. Like, that wasn't bad at all. So I think that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.